Hi, I'm Genevieve and I'm here to introduce Lesson 7. So you made it. You get an amazing ad, the ideal platform, and a few promising targeting parameters. You launch your ad and it bombs. Your ad is simply not getting clicks, and the few clicks are not resulting in new participants. So what do? First, take a look at the process to see if there's a clear indication of where the problem is. But if your ads are not getting clicks, it means that they're just not attracting people's attention. You may need to modify your creative. That means changing the copy or the graphic, or modifying the targeting parameters in order to get more clicks. And this is our next lesson. Iterate, iterate, iterate. And by iteration, we mean making progressive changes in your process until you get it right. Sometimes that means keeping all the creative the same and changing the targeting parameters. Sometimes you keep the targeting parameters the same, but you make changes to your creative. So take, for example, this ad that we use for our polls project. Here you could see that we made incremental changes to the creative. We changed the picture and tested each one of them. Then we added some additional color to the ad to attract people's attention. After making changes, make sure that you closely monitor the performance of your ad to assess if the changes actually worked. That's why it's important that you make one change at a time and not many changes at the same time, because then you will fail to identify what change actually worked, which would be a very valuable lesson for the next ad that you have to create. In the case of this ad, it still did not work, even after all of these tweaks. So we have to make drastic decision, and that takes us to our next lesson. But before we move on, take a few minutes to think what metrics you will use to assess whether the iterations or whether the ad actually worked or not. And I'll see you in Lesson 8.